What up? I'm in the financial district of Toronto today. This is basically like the Wall Street of Canada, and I'm going to find some people who work in finance today, ask them how they feel about the stock crash, and if they think that a recession is on its way. So, let's do it. I'm here with
Mark.
Mark, what's going on, man?
Not much. I'm waiting.
Okay, Mark, so how do you feel about the recent stock market crash? Do you feel like it's an opportunity, or do you feel like this one is worse than some of the previous ones that we've had?
No, I think it's an opportunity, man. Like, the market can change like that. So I think people are like scared that it's, a big crash like '08, but I think the fundamentals are way different.
So you're still buying during this crash?
I'm still buying every day.
And what's your strategy? Like your dollar cost averaging?
Yeah, and I think for me, like, I have certain ETFs I like to hold in general. So price is lower, it's on sale, and I'll just hold it for the long run, and it'll be good.
What are those ETFs?
I like XGROW and XBAL. That's my, because it's just diversified and low fee.
So a lot of people are scared about a recession right now. There's a lot of talk about that. Is that something that you're scared about? And if you are, how are you preparing for that?
I mean, again, like, I'm like a young guy. Like, I'm not too worried. I feel like I'll ride it out. But I think it's actually a good thing, because then if houses come down, it's better. Like, for me, I can buy something, be a little more flexible. But for sure, like, job-wise, and there'll be a lot of follow-on effects. But I don't know. In my personal position, I'm like, lay it on me. I'm good. I'm ready.
What's your job title?
I'm in investment banking. I'm an associate. Yeah.
And how did you get into that?
Just from school, like, networking, talking to people, like, figuring out this is what I wanted to do, and then made it happen.
You enjoy it?
Yeah, man, it's good.
Yeah?
I'm smiling right now.
There you go.
It's good, man.
Guy.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, that's it. That's all we need.
All right,
Appreciate it.
respect,
Nice meeting you,
yeah,
man. We're on the hunt for some finance bros. I know they're out here. I can smell them. Hey, sir, do you work in finance? You work in finance, sir? No? I'm here with
Liam Sabin.
Liam. How do you feel about the recent stock market crash? Do you feel like it's an opportunity, or do you feel like this one is worse than previous ones?
Definitely an opportunity. I mean, as Warren Buffett said, when people are fearful, that's when you should be investing. So people are fearful right now that we're going to be in a recession, and no better time to buy.
How do you feel about the recession? A lot of people are scared of it. How do you feel that people should prepare for a recession?
I mean, extra cash on the side is always important, but a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck, so it's going to be tough. Some people are going to hurt from this. Be optimistic that the central bank's going to do what they can to combat inflation and rising interest rates, and I'm sure we'll be fine one day.
What's your job title? How long have you been in finance for?
Summer analyst and approaching a year.
How do you like it? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoy it, man. Hopefully I'll be returning full time, and yeah.
Where'd you go to school?
I go to school in the U.S. It's called Marist College, down in Poughkeepsie, New York.
Yo, you work in finance?
I'm on the phone.
Okay. Yo, that was the hardest art pop. Yo, that one hurt, dude. What are your thoughts about the stock market crash? You bought Luna, didn't you? I'm here with
Mark.
Mark. How do you feel about the recent stock market crash?
It's concerning if you own a lot of stocks.
Do you think it's an opportunity, or do you think it's worse than previous crashes?
I think it's an opportunity, but I'm not basing it on I don't have real data for you guys though. I think it's an opportunity. I would think it's an opportunity.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
You're 29, so you lived through the last recession. You're probably, 19, something
Which one
like that?
are you talking about? The COVID one?
No, 2008.
2008. Yes. I wouldn't have been I had no skin in the game at that time though.
Okay. If there is a recession coming, are you preparing for it? Are you worried about that at all?
I think I'm worried, just like anybody else would be, but trying to do things always, even when it's not a concern, to prepare for a recession. You know what I mean? If I'm saving before the times we're having now, I think I'm preparing before for a recession.
Do you own real estate?
I do, yeah.
Do you have investment properties, or you have your own house?
I own the place that I live at.
Okay, so are you scared about a housing correction?
No. When you buy a home, you stop caring about the market as much as you think. If it goes down, I can buy more. If it goes up, I made money. Stop caring about it as much, because it's I'm paying rent to myself, or mostly anyways. Mostly. I need a house, so either I'm paying rent to some other guy or I'm getting it. Obviously I want it to go up, but I want to eventually buy a house, and that's going to be more expensive if it goes up.
Where do you live in now? You have I
live in a condo, yeah, a small condo.
In Toronto?
In Toronto, yeah, really close to here.
So we're talking about real estate. We're talking about how expensive real estate is right now.
Yeah.
We live in Toronto. It's one of the most expensive cities in Canada, if not the world. So is that something that you think about? Do you think about how much money you're paying for a condo when you could, move 2 hours away and live in a full house for the same price?
Yeah. So if I went to New Brunswick, for example, where am I going to work? You can work from home. A lot of these jobs is for the last 2 years you can work from home every day, But what about in like 3 years? Can I work from home every day? Maybe not. Maybe not. That's my thinking. So yeah, I do think it's worth it to live here. Like, where have cities not held their value? That's the question I would ask. Somebody probably has a better answer than I have, but I think cities would hold their value. Like, there's a reason why they're expensive, and you know, it has resale value. It's like you buy a nice Honda, resell it for the same as what you paid. You know what I mean? Like quality, right? I don't know. We'll see. I could be so wrong, but
Okay, last question. What have you lost the most money on?
like shitty companies, like things that people told me to not invest in and I still did, and those I'm losing money on. Like weed stocks, like people told me, like, you know, don't do this, and I still did it. Those are the things I lost money on. The most money on, anyways.
Hey, bro, I'm feeling bullish about the market. I'm making my approach. What is your name and what do you do?
I'm Margin. I work in marketing.
How do you feel about the recent stock crash? Do you feel like it's an opportunity, or do you feel like it's worse than some of the crashes before?
It's just part of the market. It goes up and down. I mean, you look at any schedule over the last 50, 100 years, it's an inevitable cycle. I don't think it's as bad as '08 when we've had. And it'll like anything, any dip, there's an opportunity if you know what you're looking for and you know what you want to do.
A lot of people are saying that we're heading towards a recession. Do you think that we're heading towards one?
It's not impossible. It's likely. It's always a chance. But I think as long as you've managed your finances in a somewhat reasonable fashion, most people should be able to weather it to some degree.
You look like you're old enough to have gone through the last recession. What did you learn from that one that you could take into this one?
Yeah, I was in school when that was happening in undergrad, so I saw that firsthand. It was hard to get a job after. I'd say that these things are kind of an inevitable reality of any market that we're in. So if you're hit by this at any point, and obviously everyone gets hit harder than others, so there's a level of empathy you have to have for everybody's scenario. But what I learned was, as long as you have those core fundamentals of your own personal finances down, you should be able to at least do your best to kind of weather out and look for kind of the opportunities to weather through. You're going to have to put in more effort on everything from finding a job, etc. when you are in a recession. That's just the kind of reality of it, but it's doable, and just make sure you support yourself with good friends and family and those that can help you get through any tough times.
All right, so there you have it. Yeah, it seems that the consensus is that this is an opportunity, especially if you have a long-term mentality. And I gotta say, I agree. You know, I'm definitely not an expert either, but it seems like, you know, if you look at history, the market's always come back after 10, 20 years. So I guess that's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching this video. I'm Alex. This is Think Rich. See you in the next one. Peace out.